Beautiful people, what did I tell you? That we were going to see pictures of Harry leaving LA, touching down in LA. And why do we know that? Because Harry wants the world to know this, because this is a whole PR stunt for him. How do we know that? How are we informed of Harry's every step? Because, of course, Meghan Markle and Harry are tipping the press as to when they're going, when they're landing. Prince Harry puts aside royal rift and flies to visit cancer-stricken father. There he is. Harry's father called him personally to tell him the devastating news. And the Duke of Sussex has jumped on a plane so he could be in the United Kingdom. What for? He's not welcomed nor wanted. And yet, here we have it. Prince Harry arrives in London to be at King Charles' side. Duke touches down at Heathrow while Meghan remains in flood hit. They need you to know that Meghan is also going through hardship in California. And that he left his father and left his wife in flood-hit California, who's at grave danger in that 14-bedroom mansion and I don't know how many fucking bathrooms, to go and see his father. That he's making a sacrifice, guys, to go see his father. I don't even know why he's in the United Kingdom. Yes, his father was diagnosed with cancer, but we've been told that he's fine. Why does he need to make an emergency thing? Are they lying to us and Charles is at death's door? But yes, Harry needs you to know, Harry and Meghan need you to know that he's leaving Meghan and his children behind in flood-hit California with their children, which is horrible. So he can go to see his father who's in cancer because Harry's such a hero. As experts urge him to heal family rift as his father is treated for cancer. Why do we know all this shit? Because he's leaking it. Has he changed? No. This is a big PR exercise and the palace is in on it. I guess people never learn. Harry is back to being Harry. He wants you to know that he's on his way to see his father. He wants you to see him getting off a car in Los Angeles and getting onto a plane. He wants you to see him getting into two royal protection police cars when he lands in London. He wants you to know he's a good son. He wants you to know he's here. He wants the world to know that he's a royal. He wants the world to know that he's being treated as prince. He wants the world to know that he is linked and ranked within the family. You don't see Eugenie getting royal police protections to go see Charles, nor William. And the funny thing is, we haven't heard an article. There's no statements in the press from Prince William. I am going to see my dad. Yes, Prince William is in London, but we just saw Eugenie, of course, the York girls, being seen getting out of Charles's place. And we know the York girls have the same modus operandi as Harry and Meghan. I am sure the other royals have come and seen Charles. We don't hear them putting a statement in the newspapers. But people keep expecting Harry to change. Same old Harry, same old Meghan skank, using the headlines for this. And the royal family is in on it, because they should have put a stop to it. The fact that Harry has royal protection officers, the UK tax people are paying for it. Why? If we're to believe that Charles is okay, I know it's horrible, he's been diagnosed with cancer, but from what we've been told everywhere, unless of course they're lying, again, yes, it's a scary thing, but this is nothing that a phone call or, talking to him in video. If Harry really wanted to make amends, and the press, what did I tell you? We were going to see a picture of Harry leaving LA, maybe not landing inside the airport, but we saw him get into the car. He's there. The pictures are there now. And of course, how do they know? Because of course, Harry's calling everybody. Not even 10 minutes after, within 10 minutes of Buckingham Palace putting out a statement. Oh, Harry's flying to see his father. Then we have Camilla Tominey spewing so much bullshit. It's not even funny. I don't know what's happened with people. And people say, oh, Harry's going to change. The mere fact that he's leaking information as to when he's leaving, where he's leaving, how he's landing, when he's landing, Does that tell you he's changed? No, he's letting the world know, I'm in on the family. There's nothing you can do. And the palace is going along for the ride, and you guys are paying for it. Because I don't understand why Harry, or when close sources, had to put a statement, and they got a pap to take a picture of Harry leaving LA. And they got paps of Harry landing at the airport with, and then 2 huge bodyguards, royal protection cars, there to pick him up. I am sure Charles invited him, and that is costing the taxpayers money. For what? If Charles is indeed okay, I know it's cancer, but this is something that he could have talked to his son about over the phone. Don't worry about it. And if Harry really wants, what is Harry going to do? Oh, Pa, you have cancer, Pa. Oh, don't forget that there's a bank machine, an ATM that is only for the monarch, guys. Don't forget that. Buckingham Palace. So that means that while Harry's in London, he's protected by royal police, which is paid for by the taxpayers of the United Kingdom. Just so Harry can come and have publicity that he's still with Charles, that he's visiting Pa, because he's putting out statements. All these statements, guys, that are come from a close source are Meghan and Harry. They're capitalizing, they're exploiting this thing. And Charles is letting him, it's lending this. Why didn't Charles tell him, listen, they're both environmentally friendly or whatever. Listen, son, I'm okay. I understand you want to see me, but listen, if you really want to see me and do something with me, why don't you come during the summer? I'll invite you to Sandringham. Come with the kids. Come with Meghan. We'll heal. We'll mend. So unless Buckingham Palace is lying and Charles is at death's door, I don't understand this trip at all. Because, you know, he could have FaceTimed him. He could have anything. Because, again, if Charles was okay. And where are we why do you think we're getting this statement, guys? I repeat myself. Because Harry's leaky. He's a leaky ship. He's a traitor. And people still want him to change. And then I see, as I said, I see Camilla Tominey. Oh, my God. Prince William will lean on support from Prince Harry. Why would William lean on Harry for support when everything here will be told? He told the conversation between Prince Charles and himself and William right at the Queen's funeral. This is like being in Bizarro World. And again, this is Palace indulging. And I know what you're going to say. It's his son. He's entitled. Yes. But again, Harry's leaking all this info. Yes, William is in London, but you don't see him putting out statement. Even if Harry had been in London, I can guarantee there would have been statements. Oh, Harry's visiting his pa, because he is a whore, a media whore. He's a dim-witted traitor media whore, you know, and who's just whoring himself for content for Netflix. Who comes with a photographer. He already has his contacts in London to pop everywhere he goes. So that can be leaked. Oh, he's arriving at Clarence's house. He's arriving here. And Charles is allowing this. By the way, the media suddenly forgot the African scandals. They haven't even picked up on the Heritage Foundation, the fact that Harry, the Heritage Foundation is gone. Because if they take Harry to court, it's going to be unseemly for the king. No. That doesn't stop him from being an addicted, riddled, lying, ginger wanker, dim-witted, stupid asshole with his skanky wife. He's coming with a photographer and with him, with a cameraman. And the fact that Charles, and I don't get it, please tell me, and I'm not being mean, but if we go by, do you think that Harry, what is Harry going to do here in London other than get publicity? What? Because this cancer situation about Charles is now all about Harry. How Harry's going to be the big savior to save the monarchy because he's coming here, because this and that. King Charles needs to get his shit in order, his affairs in order. He needs to get his house in order. Because this is the Harry and Meghan Markle shit show. That's what we're watching. The Harry and Meghan Markle cancer-riddled shit show, because Harry's gonna make it all about himself. Remember when Meghan said to the press, what's done, it's done, when Prince Philip was lying in bed dying? Do you remember that, guys, when that happened? And they said you should postpone this Oprah interview? Oh no, What's done is done. They're just using that Prince Philip was dying just to silence my voice, because I have to hear my voice. Those are the people we're dealing with. And Charles is pandering to it, and he's forcing the UK to pander with it. Why aren't these questions being asked? If Charles is okay, yes, it is a scary cancer. It's a scary cancer, illness. But we've been said repeatedly that he's fine, that it was caught on early. He has the best doctors in the world. He's fine. But then we have Beatrice or Eugenie rushing to his bed. Is he bedridden? Is he dying? Is it something that we're not knowing? Because I understand this. Are you telling me that a face call from Harry keeping this quiet? He couldn't, because he couldn't keep quiet, because he needs to be the good guy. He needs to be the center of attention. And he sees this as an opportunity to heal his image and to remind the entire world that I am fifth in line to the fucking throne. I am linked and ranked. I understand he's a son, but the whole world didn't need to know when he was getting in an airplane, when he was leaving the airplane, and when what he's doing, because we're going to get a step-by-step from Harry. Just like I told you, we already got the pictures of him getting on the plane. Now we got the pictures of him getting off the plane, guarded by Royal Police Protection officers. For what? What is he going to do to Charles? Oh, Pa, I'm here. Okay, Pa, I'm leaving. Then he takes off. He's got his content for Netflix. What is he going to do? Is he coming here to take over as Counselor of State? Because that's the only reason why I would see him come here. And now I'm seeing all the press starting to say, oh my God, yes, he should be Counselor of State. They're even doing polls about it. What is there even to poll about? Why is this guy even getting police protection? He's a private citizen. He's not a royal anymore. Yes, he's the king's son, but so what? Princess Anne doesn't even have personal police protection officers. She only uses them when she goes to events. What the hell is going on? Is this bizarro world? Is Charles at death's door and we're not being told? And if Harry was really thinking of mending fences, why didn't he say, you know what, Pa, or issue a statement? I've heard about my father being ill. We're in contact with him, wishing him well, and we're going to organize a trip to be with him later on. Why couldn't he say that? He didn't need to say anything, but of course he has to say something because he needs to be in the press. And now, as I said, we have the polls. Should Harry be taking royal duties? Prince William needs him. I find it disgusting and appalling. And I'm not forgetting about the African parts, because that's a scandal. And they're using King. And you know what? They pulled the sick card. Why did Charles need to say this? Because people say, oh, he's being transparent. No, he's not being transparent. He said, the enlarged prostate, and they found other cancer, but he hasn't said what kind of cancer. So he's given half the information. And I know what you're going to say. Well, he's entitled to his privacy, but he's not, because on that statement, he says that he's telling the world what he is and he's being transparent about. So there's no speculations, but he doesn't say what kind of cancer it is. So it's half truth. I don't understand it. Is he at death's door? Because other than that, why did Harry need to fly and take an 11-hour flight paid for by Charles? Because he's not paying for that. Use royal protection officers. And while he's here, everything is on the taxpayers' money, on the penny that it is. And you are guarding a traitor, a man who's going to take off, go back to LA, write another book, because let's not forget, he needs content because he signed up for 4 books. He's run out of content now. He needs more content. So we're going to see the conversations he had with Paul. How he found out. How he wasn't told. How he got a message here. How he got that. Now we have the press putting out that King Charles called everybody personally, because we've seen what Harry said about the Queen. That he lied about how he was notified and that nobody told him, and his wife Meghan. Why are we enabling this shit show? Please leave me your comments. And I find this appalling. I find this like an absolute joke, like a cheap, dirty movie. Harry, the Saviour, taking an 11-hour flight, picked up by Royal Police Protection officers. You saw those clips I left, and I'm going to leave the links at the bottom. How do we know? The first one is of Harry getting on a plane to LA. The second one is of him getting off the plane from LA. You don't see, oh, William is rushing to his father's. We all know that William is there. And you don't see him putting statements. Look how private things are with William. No leaky ships. We don't know shit about. We don't even know when Catherine left the hospital. That's how well done it was, the thing. But no, Harry's coming, the Saviour, Camilla, Tammany, Angela Levin. The only one speaking in his mind is Tom Bowers. Because he's the one saying he's a traitor, he's a rat, he's got an agenda. And the fact that the taxpayers are paying for his agenda so he can go write another book. It's unbelievable to me. And the fact that Charles is enabling this, because he could have told Harry, you are going to come here, but you're going to keep it quiet. Don't put any statements out. But did he do that? No. No. Oh, and Meghan staying behind with the children. What children, for fuck's sakes?